Thoughtbox 9, back to back. This is back to back, yeah. No man is an island. I've heard that saying almost my entire life. And for a while, I didn't believe it. It's like, I use an example of the bungee cord, of if it's myself I rely on, I know how strong and how weak and how frayed in certain points and how much stress and how long, and I know the rope. I don't really, that's a whole other thing. But anyway, I know the rope. So I'm more confident to jump, right? But yeah, we don't know the rope. We don't know ourselves as much as we think we do. We're so fickle. So I guess I could ask this question because this kind of leads into this of how much we know ourselves and how highly we think of ourselves. What's your price? What's your price? How much money can someone pay you for you to do something that's outside of your character, at least if you think it's outside of your character? How much? And like it's real. Like, they actually have the money and they'll give it to you. How much? To do something deplorable. Oh, there's no price. A million? 10? 100? 5 billion? How much money? A trillion? Seriously, how much money could you get that'll make you do something inhumane, deplorable, something soul destroying? How much? Everyone has a number. Because then you start thinking, ooh, I can do all this stuff with money to make up for this. Yeah, yeah, garbage. So what's your price? Just think about that as I talk about this particular topic in the thought box. I ask it again at the end. And maybe you'll answer that. So we think that if we perfect ourselves, do all we can, care, love, teach, all the stuff that we say, that it'll be alright. Because if everyone did that, the world would be a better place, right? I say before that if we all take care of each other, that the world would be a lot better. And that's true. But unfortunately, we're human, and we won't. You get 5 people. At least one of those 5 is a lost cause. You can extrapolate it however you want. But in a group of humans, there will be one that can't be redeemed. That just self-destructive, that just don't care, whatever it is. Whatever it is. So, that X factor, a wild card thing in us, gets in the way. So, you say, I'll perfect myself and da da da. Hmm. Um, you can stop a hurricane, no matter how awesome you are, no matter how much you train and practice and learn and certain things are beyond your ken. You won't know certain things. You just can't. You don't understand life on a microcosmic level. And I mean that word. Not subatomic, microcosmic, because that's what it is. It's so crazy that all the laws that exist in this where we are in this dimension is flipped or just seemingly random or chaotic to us because we don't understand the laws in that level of it. That it's like a whole other universe. Nothing solid. Simple things. This is my mantra through all of this. Simple things. Nothing is solid, but it is in our dimension. On the atomic level, it is. Everything's solid on an atomic level. Everything is. Hell, even water has solidity. You have to put your finger through water. It displaces. That's why if you put your hand in a cup, it overflows because it displaces the water. Everything's solid. Not on a subatomic level, though. Nothing's solid. How? How, one, and how, two, is it solid on an atomic level? How? We don't know. Isn't that scary? 2010, and we don't know. We awesome, and we know all kinds of stuff, and science is God, and we don't know why. So we get into quantum physics, which is to me a form of religion, because it's based on faith. It's based on faith. We don't know exactly, but we know it's supposed to be this, so we believe that it is, even though we can't prove it right now. That's faith. You can use whatever word you want to use in place of faith, but it's faith. It's faith. Don't pretend that it's not to make yourself feel better or superior or whatever you want to feel. It's faith. So just on that, no matter how smart you are, how much books, and that's another thing. Smart, intelligent. What's intelligence? Honestly, what's intelligence? Intelligence is knowing a bunch of information. That's what intelligence is. Not applying it. Oh no. See, that's where people get lost. Oh no. Wisdom is that. Reading comprehension is wisdom, not intellect. Not intellect. Wisdom. That's why wisdom is such an awesome thing. That's why wisdom trumps intellect. A wise man knows he doesn't know everything, so he gets someone who knows this particular thing. That's wisdom. So, no man is an island. Because, one, we can never be smart enough, fast enough, strong enough, brave enough, anything enough, anyway. On top of, we all have pieces of things. None of us have the whole. That's like your fingernail saying, I want to be an eye, because eyes are awesome. Which is funny because the eye is a whole bunch of things combined. It isn't just one thing. Iris, pupil, capillaries, it's all kind of stuff in the eye. But a fingernail would be an eye because the eye awesome. Be a fingernail if that's what you're supposed to be. If that's what you're equipped to be. If that's what you are. It doesn't help anybody with a fingernail trying to be an eye, because you'll never be an eye. It's impossible for it to be an eye. All things are possible? Yeah, not so much. It has to not be itself to be the eye. So a fingernail can't be an eye because it's a fingernail. An eye could be an eye, but a fingernail can't be an eye. Even if you genetically to make it, you're making it into an eye. It's not a fingernail. That's an eye. If you see what I'm saying, if you understand where I'm coming from. And this is another. That's where people get lost too. You know, and that's, these are whole separate branches of things that be other thought boxes in and of themselves. You know, be what you are. You know, but yeah. So we all have pieces of things. So just that alone would make you think, hey, maybe I should do things with people. Perhaps I can't do it alone. Perhaps, just perhaps. Perhaps I can, and not supposed to, by the way, deal with this alone. Just perhaps. Just think about it. We all have different strengths, you know. And the things that attack us usually go against our weaknesses. This is why I love judo and aikido. Aikido says, don't attack the strength of the enemy with your strength. Attack the weakness of your enemy with your strength. There's an example where it's like how you break out of, like, someone holding your wrist, like two people face each other, right? and one person grabs the other person's wrist, and how they break out. They show how they break out of it, right? And they explain it. It's like your arm is stronger than their thumb. So the strongest man in the world have weak thumbs. Even if he trains his thumb could never be as strong as someone's arm. Even a baby's arm could more than likely break out of the muscles in your thumb. It's just a thumb. It's just a thumb, you know. You don't. It's only these. It's clench your fist. How much how much force your thumb have? It's all about your fingers. Your thumb's kind of weak. That's why a lot of judo people train to get their thumbs together. That for separate reasons, not to stop people from breaking out. You can't, but just we weak in a lot of areas that we don't realize. That's another thing. That's another. Just going back now to the rope analogy. We think we know the rope. We don't know the rope. We don't know our weakness. A lot of people don't know the whole thumb thing. We have points now, boy. If you hit it, not even hard, just hit it in the right place, with just the right amount of pressure, you gotta get sick, you get hurt, or you could die. Even the strongest man has a solar plexus, has balls, if you want to be crude too, has a throat. You got muscles, all the muscles, but you have a throat though, you have an eye, you can't muscle up your eye, you can't have a strong eyelid, you have an eye, you have ears. The bottom part of your jaw is stuff. It's stuff. Your fingernails. It's stuff that, however strong and people pretend they are. A 10-year-old girl could do something to them, but to those parts I just mentioned, and take them out. No, mine is an island. We're not as strong as we think we are. We don't know as much as we think we do. We're not even as wise as we think we are. We need people. And they need us. It's not codependent. Not at least in the usual connotation of the word. It's more of a symbiotic relationship that we have with humanity. It's mutually beneficial. And when we're separated, we die. We die. Even the loneliest, separate person, even them, they read something, they watch something, they wear something that come from someone else. We don't want, we need people. We need it. You can't argue it. Listen now. You can't argue it away. You can't debate it away. It doesn't work that way. Your words don't overcome a principle. We need people. What if we do? No, it's no what if anything. We need people. It's hard though. I can speak for myself, being the only child. It's hard. I still can't even touch people. You know? And that's pathetic. I wrote on my Facebook that we delight, glory, revel, proud of our neuroses. And we are, you know. We need to get out of that. That's an unnecessarily crippling thing. On top of our just being human. That's already crippling. Come on, man. Let's get over this stuff. Let's move on. Let's deal with real things, not the self-inflicted stuff. Let's deal with the real stuff, the outside stuff, because we killing ourselves for no reason. We hurting ourselves for no reason. And it goes back to the Thoughtbox 8. You know, where it comes to expecting certain things just willy-nilly, you know. But yeah, so how well do you know yourself? There's a line from Fight Club that says you don't know yourself until you've been in a fight. And in a way, I agree. Maybe not necessarily a fight, but something that challenges your survival. When I was in California, we went to Hollywood. And my friend was still working in Santa Maria, which was like 3 hours away. So, the first night I've ever been in Hollywood, never been there before now. I'm staying in the place, no power in the place. Both bathrooms backed up. And my friend back in Santa Maria. So I'm in a strange town, Hollywood now, a pretty bad part of it too. At night, with no light, no power at all, no bathroom facilities, no food. If you had told me that I would be able to deal with that before that happened, I'd laugh at you. No food, no nothing. Are you crazy? I did. For 2 weeks. I think it's actually 3 weeks, but for 2 weeks, definitely with no power. Yeah. We don't know what we're capable of until we're in it. I went to Japan. Didn't know anybody. Didn't speak the language. It was kind of crazy. I came directly from college, so I had like 2 suitcases, 2 bases, a laptop. I had the world. I had the world with me. Traveled for like 14 hours, something like that. I ended up being, time I went to sleep, it was 28 hours later. I got lost in Japan. Almost missed the train. If I had missed the train, I wouldn't be able to get back until 7 a.m. I was hit on by a drunk, probably crazy, gay Yakuza guy. Stuff, you know. Stuff. I ran out of money. Couldn't get my money because something was wrong with the ATM. Yeah, stuff. It's crazy. It's crazy what you could put up with. Because I didn't know my rope. I thought I knew my rope, and I did not. So jumping might not actually be the safest thing. This is where faith comes in. Faith with work. You strengthen the rope as much as you can. You know, you try and foresee all the unforeseeable. You tie the rope around your ankle and you jump and see what happens. You know? You gotta die, or you're being exhilarated, or both, or neither. We don't know. And it's the fear of the unknown that traps us too. Fear is the next one. I might actually do another thought bar. Fear is a different thing. But yeah. And so now we come full circle. What's your price? Might even be money. Although, on a base level, money gets you all things. Even love, you know. Oh, sacrilege, oh, blasphemy. Even love, you know. Hear me out. You have money. I laugh because it's funny. You have money, right? So, automatically, and it's funny, the principle of it. Automatically, your options are limitless. You have access to all. If you're a dude, right? If you're a dude, all women into you because you have money. You could look like anything. You could be any kind of way. It don't really matter because we get it to what's your price. What's your price? He treats me like crap, but I could buy anything I want, so it makes it for it. Do you know how many women on Earth at the time I'm saying this lives like that? I'm fine, content on a level. At least they think they are, because their values are messed up. Not judgment. I just saying it's like they value the stuff they could buy over peace of mind. They thinking they could buy peace of mind. That's why I go back to saying you could kind of buy love and happiness. But yeah, so you have money, so your options are open. So someone who actually is pretty awesome, right? you have more of a chance to be with them because they're gonna want to be with you because you have money. If you broke, it don't work the same way. It just don't. Because the person could be awesome or become awesome, but that could be something that they don't like. They want to have financial security, so they just act you just off top. So your chance of happiness and love, real love, and I might love you too, gone just because of that. So you kind of out of hand saying money can't buy love because it can in a way. Oh, it's not real. Yes, it is. Why is it not? Why is it any less real? Just because it's unpalpable. Your options are widened. If you're beautiful, your options are widened. It's just what it is. We need to get past this. It's just what it is. Oh no, let's live in the earth we live in. Okay, let's live in the earth we live in. If you have money and you look a certain way, you have more access to things. The content of your heart don't matter. That's secondary, tertiary for some people. Those people are bad. No, no, they're not. Not just because of that. It's a symptom. You know. So, and that's the thing. My friend stuck on this. We had a big thing. Me, him, and a mutual friend about changing certain things about yourself. Cause it's like this mind island thing. It's like, well, I'm doing this and this is right and da da da. Is it right? Are you doing it to be right? Are you doing it to seem? Why are you doing it? Why are you really doing it? So you're doing it blindly, bullheadedly, dogmatically, without any concern to anything else. How you know you're right? You don't know it. That's the thing. My goals at the beginning, what I was saying. What do you really know? How wise are you? How strong are you? How brave? How much do you know your rope? How much do you know your rope? Guarantee you don't know as much as you think you do. I could guarantee you that. So we have to do things with other people in mind. And for me to say that, I mean that's almost blasphemy, but it's true. It's just realization, it's revelation, it's illumination. Don't do things to how it appear. Oh no, you do things with other people in mind though. It's a difference. It's a big difference. The parents of things, the Pharisees, Sadducees, those dudes. So all the good that they were doing was negated by the fact that they wanted to seem good. Why do we do the things we do? I asked that question before. Why? Why could be a whole thought box. Just asking why certain things. Seriously. Anyway, this running really long. I don't want to make any of these like 30 minutes or plus, so I'm gonna wrap it up. But what's your price? You know, me personally, I'll save that for a rant ramble or a thought ball or something. I might need to make a separate thing. But it's a rant ramble, maybe be longer than or 2 part or something. I don't know about what you look for. You know. But yeah, I think I'm gonna do that right now. So yeah, really ask yourself what your price is. What are you willing to put up with to get certain things? What's your price? Just a thought, guys.